In this video, we are going to look at using trigonometry to find side length in a word problem. So my very first tip is, after you read the word problem, you should always draw a picture. So our first problem here says, a kite is flying 98 feet off the ground and its string is pulled taut. Okay, and the angle of elevation of the kite is 49 degrees. Okay, so I have here a kite, and it's flying off the ground, and so that's the string, and it says it's 98 feet off the ground, so that means the height here to the ground, so if this is my ground here, the height here is 98 feet, and it says the angle of elevation, so they're talking about this angle in here at 49 degrees, and we want to know, find the length of the string, so x. So now I can set up a trig relationship. So I have an angle, I have the opposite side, I have the hypotenuse, so we're talking about sine. So the sine of 49 degrees is equal to the opposite, 98, divided by x. We're going to solve for x, so multiply up by x. So x sine 49 degrees equals 98. Divide both sides by the sine of 49 degrees. So x is going to be, so we just have to divide that out here. So if I do that, we have 129.85 ... and we want to round to the nearest tenth, so it's about 129.9 feet off the ground, or of length of string. So let's try another one. So this one says, a ladder is leaning against a house. The angle of elevation is 61 degrees, and the top of the ladder is 14 feet above the ground. How far is the ladder from the house? So again, I'm going to draw a picture. Here's my house. I have a ladder, and the ladder is leaning up against the house. So here's my ladder. And it says the angle of elevation is 61 degrees. So in here we have 61 degrees. And the top of the ladder is 14 feet above the ground. So this distance from here to here is 14. And we want to know how far is the ladder from the house. So we're looking for this bottom part here, x. So again, now I'm looking for, how do I set up a relationship between the 14, the x, and the 61 degrees? So it'd be tangent. So the tangent of 61 degrees is equal to the opposite, 14, over the adjacent x. And so now if I multiply up, I have x tan 61 degrees equals 14. Divide both sides by the tangent of 61 degrees. So x is going to be 14 divided by the tangent of 61 degrees. And then all I have to do is plug that into my calculator. And so x ends up being 7.76 ... and we're rounding to the nearest tenth, so approximately 7.8 feet from the house is where the ladder is. So the key to these problems is being able to draw the picture and then use the picture to see what trig function you need to use, and then just solve for what you're missing.